Hey guys, I'm at McFarlane Toys with Todd McFarlane himself. How cool is that? Todd, you guys are here to show off your new line of rabbits. Can you tell us a little bit about what you've got going on for the property?
Well, it's a brand that's been around for about 12 years in the video game market. Not as big as Halo or their other property, Assassin's Creed or something, but the kids like it. And originally, the headquarters of Ubisoft are out in Paris. It's a giant brand there. I mean, a giant brand in which they do McDonald's and Coca-Cola advertising. That's how big it is, right? So anything that gets that big in this country, is big. So I had heard that they were talking about maybe putting it on TV. And to me, that was going to be the kickstart of literally bringing it to America in a big way, other than the video game, because now it's on free TV, right? You're going, oh, okay, I just got to turn on the tube and there it is right here. So, as a small company, we're always trying to see how we can compete with the big boys, the Hasbros and the Mattels of the world, that, have a lot more resources and money to be able to gobble up the big brands. So what I have to do is try and look for stuff before they get big. And I was hoping that if this came out, they brought it to America, they put it on TV, and then they eventually get it so it's on 7 times a week, like some of the other popular stuff Nickelodeon's done, then maybe we might just be there before anybody sort of is aware of it. And the first season just ended. They just about 2 weeks ago started running it Monday through Friday, so it's starting to do what I was hoping for it to do, and now I'm going to have to sit back and see if the consumers will react to it the way I'm hoping they are.
Can you tell us a little bit about the products in particular? Obviously you're doing plush, you've got a whole bunch of different items here. Maybe you could just tell us a little bit about some of them?
I mean, for people who haven't seen the brand, they're just these goofy little guys that just do silly, stupid stuff, right? And they don't talk. I've heard through the grapevine that some of the inspiration for the Minions came from them looking at the rabbit stuff over in Europe. So it's that cute, irreverent stuff, and they sort of burp and fart and run into walls and all the stuff to make children sort of laugh. So for us, we want to be able to show them a little bit of the cute part of it, which is where the plush comes, so that you can, hit a certain segment of the girls and go, they're kind of cute. But the fun ones are the ones like this that are our plunger gun, because they like to hang around toilets a lot. And every time you press it, you get you get farts and burps and goofy sounds and we thought that sound was going to be huge in all of these. So besides there's the playability. Right. So everything you have, you sort of hit it, and there's a weird sound, to the point that if we can get millions of moms be aggravated with these sounds, then I know that we'll have a big success on our hands. Right? If the moms don't know the sounds, and that means we haven't sold a lot of the units. So our goal really for most of it is, once we sit around, we go, can we come up with ideas that would entertain us as adults? And if we can do that, then a 6-year-old kid will laugh his butt off, right? So we go, if we're giggling, they're giggling. So we've got some coming, we've got a lot of plush now that coming out that actually has sound in it. So now it's not just cute, it actually makes goofy stuff when you wiggle it, and then we've got some electronic stuff coming out and some more sophisticated stuff. And then a lot of it too is just some gag stuff. So we're just seeing we can have fun.
Nice. So you guys are known for, obviously, products based on video games. Now you've got a video game and a TV series. You've got the sports line. You've got more TV. What sort of challenge do you face when you pick, is there something different about doing a product based on a video game than there is a TV show, than there is a sports line?
Yeah. Each one of them has a certain set of rules. So again, obviously when we sit down and we create Walking Dead, whether it's the comic book toys or the AMC TV ones, we're not going to have the same mindset as we have something like this. So for us, when we let's say we do the AMC Walking Dead TV, the first question we ask is, who are the popular characters? Who does the consumer want? You basically apply that almost to every brand that you have. And then you go, okay, now that we know what characters that we're going to pick, what is it that we can give them, make them do? What do they look like visually that will basically give the consumer what it is that they think about when they have a stereotype, right? Just like years ago when we did Ozzy Osbourne, of course you have to have the bat with the head off, right? Because it's just a stereotype that we have of him. With the video games, some of it is just the characters that they play a lot. Sometimes actually in a weird way it's the props and the weapons. some of the unlockables. Sometimes they want, again, you can only get, if you get to this level, you get the black cloak, and they want the black cloak version of it because they know that I'm not going to make a bunch of it. But really, when you get into TV and video games that are popular, my job isn't necessarily to McFarlane'ize it. It's just to get it as accurate and as cool looking as what is actually being seen either on TV or on the monitor if you're playing a video game, so that you go, I believe that it's that guy that I've been playing, not just a reasonable facsimile.
Right. And is that something you would say that your fans of your line really appreciate, that your authenticity and your attention to detail?
Well, look, when we started the business, I knew I was going to be hitting like a demographic of 13 and up, right? So we're talking about young adults and adults, right? So the vast majority of the people who buy that product are buying it for themselves. They're not buying it as a gift for somebody. So when you're buying something for yourself, that's your own money, and you got that money usually because you went to work and you worked for it. So since I've got a 25-year-old buying a lot of my product, they've got a keen eye. They got a lot keener eye than a mom who's just buying some hot movie product for their 6-year-old boy. Mom is buying logo more than anything else. She doesn't care whether the Batman looks like Batman. She's buying logo. Where these guys they go, no. If I'm going to buy Halo, I'm going to buy Assassin's Creed, or I'm going to buy, one of the TV versions of The Walking Dead, it'd better look like them, because if they don't, they're going to walk away from it. They're not going to give me their hard-earned money for something that is a quasi version of what it is they see. It needs to be a real version, which is why we use a lot of scanning. We actually get access to sometimes the athletes, but a lot of the actors and actresses, and we get to scan at least their face. We can always find a body double to do the posing, but at least their face, so that we get the accuracy of that.
Nice. Okay, well, I really appreciate you taking the time. Thanks again, and enjoy the rest of Toy Fair.
You enjoy yours too. We'll
Thank
be
you.
back next year.
Great,
Okay.
Look forward to seeing you.